Wait, they have the wrong garrison. There's not a correct garrison in here. Oh my god, there's not a correct garrison here. BTX is able to sniff that out like sharks and they start swarming it. The Hall of Blessings is going down. Can 30NA get a proper garrison in here? I don't think it's... And just like that, they're able to get a Garwood in last second, but it's not going to be enough. And BTX takes the Hall of Blessings back. We do have a few marches swarming in here, and BTX is able to take the second pet just like that. Swarm is moving as fast as possible with the Gorish Quan there. Can he get there? And it switches over to Ameti. Is he going to be able to get in? He's getting in there. T1 the Ghost started to swarm. Can he get it in time? Oh my god. Soren hops in last second. Soren hops in had second, but it's not going to be enough. They switch to the Garwood and the Garrison. However, 30NA is going to be able to take the Hall of Water. Just like that. What a great play. I told you guys. It is 30NA, and 30NA gets in both halls, ladies and gentlemen. Can 30NA hold it down? We are in for a run right away. 30NA is there very quickly. However, they don't have enough players in there. Does 30NA have the blinks to be able to hop into the Hall of Water and then switch over? Do they have the blinks to be able to back it up? They don't, and BTX take it back just like that. What about the trees? What do we got? Last time 30NA put major pressure on the tree of healing, and just like that, 30NA is doing just that. 30NA is in the center though as well. This could be anyone's pet. Oh my god, the randomness can go either side. The randomness can go either side. 30NA is hitting it. BTX is hitting it. The Hydra's there is hitting it. Who can get it? And just like that, 30NA is able to pull it off at this point. And just like that, 30NA is in the lead. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god! We have a game 3. We have a game 3 on our hands, guys. There's so many 30NA members here now. There is so many 30NA members here now. They're going in for the pet. It's going down quickly. Who's it going to give it? Pray to the RNG gods. And it is going to the side of 30NA. And just like that, 30NA has the stone. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And he's moving. He's moving. That guy has wheels. That guy has wheels on that. You would think that he doesn't even have... And it's a ground troop. It's a ground troop. It's not even a flyer. BBK is moving. Look at that stone go. 30NA takes the second pet. 30NA takes the second pet just like that. Oh, there it is. He woke up. Ladies and gentlemen, the Behemoth Master woke up from BTX. He's here. He's here. His alarms went off. His alarms went off. The BTX Hydra is here. Everyone calm down. Now we got double dragons in the center here fighting over the stone. Look at all these 30NA players here. They understand that, yes, they need to contest this stone. However, with the experience that 30NA has, they understand that they don't need to send everyone to the center. 3, 2, 1... Nova Avengers, ladies and gentlemen, Roots of War League 2025 champions, the first champions to do it.
Hey everyone, I'm here with a very special video, and as you can see, I'm not alone. I'm here with the winners of the very first Roots of War League, Wayne and Yesan. First of all, congratulations on your first win of the tournament, and your alliance did like a fantastic job in the Roots of War League. Maybe you can like give a short self-introduction?
Thank you, and this is Wayne BT. I'm Chinese, and I'm living in Shanghai, China. When I was young, I love play PC games like StarCraft, Warcraft, Dota, and later on I don't have enough time. I moved to play some mobile game, and ROK is my first game, and COD Call of Dragon is my first one.
Hello guys, I'm Yesan. I'm also Chinese and based on Guangzhou province. And I remember I first started playing Call of Dragon as back to August 20, 2022. Maybe it's same with Wayne because we are all the first cross beta player. And until now, we have played almost 4 years. So we all love this game. Yeah.
Also, like, can you guys maybe share a little bit more about your alliance? Can you maybe share a little bit about your role in the alliance, and also maybe like what countries your alliance members are from?
As we know, NA is combined TA and NK, and I'm the R5 before. I'm an R5 of TA. Jason is the R5 of NK. TA a lot of people from all kind of kingdom over the world. And later on, when global release, we meet the server 32 NK. Move to yes, maybe you can introduce some NK.
Oh yes, I just play in both aliens.
Up to now, I think Win is the NA leader. So I'm just as a gameplay strategy analyst. So just sharing my experience and some understanding of this game, and share the guides and insight with players to help them better enjoy this game.
Yeah, I think that works pretty well because, like, yeah, you won a lot of matches. I think you only lost the first match in the finals, right? Like before the finals, you didn't lose. Like you won every match, right?
Yes, we only lost one match in the first final and win the rest. But we at the beginning of each match, we are in the disadvantage. All the matches is something like a comeback. So it's not easy for us. Even you see it's all win the game, but almost lost. Every match we almost lost the match.
All right. So the first Roots of War League tournament, what was your guys' like expectations going into the tournament?
At the initial, our expectation is getting in the top 4 is the team. So we never think we will be the champion.
So I have something to say is after the group stage when we saw our draw loss, and everyone knew that road is to the championship was extremely tough, because every opponent we faced was extremely strong.
But like you kind of like overachieved. So yeah, how does it feel like becoming actually like overperforming and then becoming the winner of the first Roots of War League?
Okay. Still now, my team members still can't believe we are the champion. They are scared to watch the replay because at the replay at the beginning of the match, maybe half hour, we are like 5,000 or 10,000 points behind. Mm-hmm. So they don't know how we win the game at the end. Currently, we back to our main alliance. The team remind us we are the champion. We still is still in the dreaming, I think.
As a strategy analyst in this tournament, I think the most experience for me is so first of all is fulfill the excitement, but also a deep sense of relief for all members to me because they believe me, trust my strategy, and all of them just try to fulfill their responsibility. And I think in our team we have less campaign and just encourage each other, and I appreciate all of members trust me. Yeah.
Maybe it's also interesting for the viewers to hear this question, but like, how did you guys prepare for the Roots of War League? Like, did you have like a lot of practice matches? Did you guys have to like reschedule any real life commitments?
We have the external training match with the other alliance. Also, we have internal senior match to practice by ourselves, mostly focus on the opening. I remember the first senior match with the IEC, we lost very badly. Before we are very confident, think we are strong. In the first senior match, we lost like 20,000 points. So after this first senior match, I asked my team member must work hard to practice and take it very serious because all the matches is BO1. If you lost one time, you are gone.
Yes.
So later on, we have set up some practice match with NTS. The most practice partner is BTS. Because we are in the different half position, so we won't miss each other early. So we set up the practice match 2 matches per week. 2 matches per week with BTS, and only win 2 matches. The rest matches all lost to BTS.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys practiced a lot. Did a lot of like the analysis, like the came from you, Yesan?
Just like my responsibility is to do some analysis, and I will review each top team, and not only top team, even though some EPAC games. I will write down the garrison commander or the relay commander, the peers of relay commander, and what is their warpath built up, and how many 3-star skill and artifact. So there is a lot of work for me to do, but I will try to spend my spare time to recording all those data, and I will share it to my teammate. I will write down to person, and in which time we should use most flying cavalries, or which time we should use the infantry and cavalries. In our semi-final, I remember played with the MFD. We used a lot of larger range team to control the life zone.
From all of the Roots of War League experience, like what would you say is the favorite part for you?
For me, it's the warpath. Firstly, the warpath is very important for let us get more building points. Secondly, they give us very good buffer and good at the last bit to get the warpath.
For this aspect, we are really the same with the win, because the context of the nature creature is very important, and our final MVP, just we call him Incredible Mushroom, always get the last kill. that is so exciting in our voice call, yeah. And not only one times, during the whole series, I think he did a good job. So we just let him become a final MVP in our team. Yeah, sometimes we just let our mushroom fight against with maybe 10 or 20 teams from our opponent side, and he can also take the last kill. So yeah, that's incredible.
So for the Roots of War League, so the finals is a best out of 3, right? Unfortunately, you guys lost the first match. How do you guys look back on the first match?
The one thing I want to mention is one side is blue called Lucia and the yellow side called Ye. After 32, the match after 32, all the match six match is all in the yellow side. Ye. So I can't believe. It's called random. I think the yellow side have a disadvantage because the bottle sees the artifact. If we go into the hall of blessing, and the yellow side only like quick line, blue side 1 second. But if you go to top right the hole of water, the blue side is much faster than yellow side. So the late top match, we also did a mistake. We try to rely mandate building at the same time, and we didn't get a very good effect. So this is our mistake. I think we better focus on one by one, take one building, then let's move to the next one. So people will have more advantage over one building.
To be honest, BTX was much better prepared for the finals, especially for the first match, and they are a highly disciplined team. I think we are not force our member to be practice, so we are almost relaxed because our expectation is to get in top 4. So after we get in top 4 of our relax. And also we have played many practice match against with BTX, so we are familiar with each other. They kept our mistake in the first match and maintain their lead without significant errors, so they win the first game.
So the second match, that was a very interesting match because like it was very close. By now, like we know, like you guys won the second and the third match. Like, what did you guys do differently in those matches compared to the first one?
Firstly, we don't lose too much on the opening. Like if the opening is 50, like 50, we can win the final. It's like on the opening, we only defend our building. The building belongs to us. Just defend it's okay. It's enough. No need to like try to steal BTS building. In the middle of the match, I told my member is like we don't need to rely Monday building at the same time. We only focus on this building. If we take this building, we will in advantage. We will keep advantage until the match ends. So that is enough for win.
After lose the first match, we have going to review to do much more review than last match, and not even just me and Wayne, the whole team member to do together, and we found what we made mistake and how to solve it. And we will solve one mistake in one day. If we don't make any mistake, we will win the game. That is what we think.
Having played like many matches now in the Roots of War League, what would you say like are the lessons that you've learned that you will take into maybe next year's like Roots of War League?
You have a new thing, you have a new strategy. Better do it early as possible. You know, wait for the root for the RT root of C random fly. We know this strategy like 1 month before the league, but we want to save it for the important match. But when we against the WB using this strategy, take the hall of blessing at the beginning. So they have a bigger advantage, like in the past of the game. Every match is 0-1. So you had something no don't use, but maybe you lost this game. You have the lesson is if we next season we have some new strategy. Maybe we will do it early as possible.
Our team is not as stronger, but I think our team is the atmosphere is very good. Yeah, really campaigns, and we always encourage each other, no matter the situation. Even though we are often behind at the start, we can catch it back at the last. So that championship is for everyone, for our whole team.
So, having experienced the Roots of War League for the first time, is there anything like you would want to see changed in like how the tournament works?
I have a lot of suggestions to think for the next season. And firstly is we need to think of a new map for root of war, and this map is very small. I think very small. So if next season, I hope we can have a new map and be more bigger, like 1.5 times bigger. And the second one for the artifact root of C, the random fly. And I suggest we can disable it in the first 5 minutes. The third one, maybe they can get the actor or the Maggie more moving speed or more. And the fourth one, I think currently we have the replay function. Currently you can replay like 1 minute nothing meeting, but this one will not good. Everything is open and everything is open for everyone, so no new strategy because of the replay. I suggest we can using the YouTuber live stream. In the live stream you can watch Root of War game, but you can only watch one part, watch the currently the top side have the fighting, but in the bottom side you don't know very details.
In my slide, I think I would like to talk 2 points. One is from the legend diversity. The meta heavily favors infantry and cavalry, and I would like to see some changing to encourage more warring troops and strategy combination. So, for example, just limiting the number of certain units types or allowing ranged unit to play a bigger role in some specific objective, just like the nature creation this season. Maybe you can let only the ranged troops can to get to contest this area or to take the last job. And the other one is for the blocking mechanism. I think this should be revisited as the intent of the Root of War should be to contest struggle through the coordination and relay strength, not simple to block progress through units just like or block your gate. And maybe I think I can suggest you try to expand the birthplace, the gate. If you want to block their birthplace, you need to spend more troops.
For the finals, you played 3 times against BTX. Is there anything you want to say to BTX?
Yes, when the 32 match starts, before I'm looking for the partner to practice, I talked to BTS because the BTS is sit on the left side, A is on the right side. The only thing we miss is in the final. So I think we are for each other. We are good partner to practice, and BTS receive us very good feedback, and we set up the practice match every week. We encourage each other to win we win the next one. As we both win the team, we start to celebrate together. We don't realize maybe we will meet at the final. I think after we get the team, we still practice each other, and even they suggest what we should do to against the FFC. They are so nice. And how to say, finally we are meet at the final. And both sides, I think this week we can take some rest because we don't need to practice each other. So I want to say very thank you to BTS. We are good partner, and we together to the final. Thank you.
Yeah, also deep appreciation to all members of BTX. And although our 2 teams often struggle to gather all our main players at the same time due to the time zone, so we still managed to learn from their strength and combat technique during the practice. And so in that way, I think this championship belongs to them too as well. And I would like to say also thank all our opponents, including every team bring with us or give us some suggestion.
So do you guys have like any final thoughts you want to share with the community?
I thank you everyone who bet on the NA win. Very few people bet we are succeeding. I want to thank you these people. Certainly, I want to these people. I let all the people know if you never give up, even you are left behind like 10,000 points, you still can come back. So don't give up. And the third one is I think at the beginning some people think if you spend more you will win, and nobody believe NA will win. And this I think NA example will give people some trust, like maybe strategy is more important. The software, the teamwork, and will more important than the hardware.
Yeah, just a short conclusion. Just hope all our Call of Dragon players who love this game can be more understanding, more creative, and work together to build up a better gaming environment. Yeah, and also I hope our game development team can be better to listen to the feedback from our community. Yeah, I think that is what our players want to say there.
We from the community, we're trying our best to like give every feedback that we receive, that we see on the community, we give it to the dev team. So I also hope like we'll see some nice changes for like the future of the game. Then yeah, thank you guys very much for your time like doing this interview. And yeah, congratulations. You guys like are the very first team to win the Roots of War League. And yeah, I hope to see you guys again in next season.
Yeah,
we will be there.
Okay,
we'll try our best.
Yeah, looking forward to it. All right, great job, guys. Thank you very much, and have a good day.
Thank you, Damian. Yeah.
See ya.
Thank you. You too.
所有的野战到6号点这里，6号点马上接触了。
再来队，蛮吉之队，皮兄你要不来 TP 点吧？你来 TP 点吧。
打到了，我靠！
漂亮。
好，倒计时5、4、牛逼！
睡觉了，催眠曲。
他妈的好开心啊！